Hey everybody, it's time for a story about Helga. Helga's a giraffe and she is high up. Helga High-Up is by Marjorie Wangman Sharmat and the pictures are by David Newhouse. Helga High-Up. Now, you probably already know that giraffes are particularly tall animals. Helga was tall, very tall, taller than anybody. Everyone called her Helga High-Up. Helga's mother and father told her they liked looking up to her. Wow, she's even way taller than her mom and dad. They cut a hole in their ceiling so that Helga had a place for her head. They bought her special combs and brushes so she could reach up to her to do her hair. Wow. Watch out for your head, Helga, they warned when she went through doorways. But sometimes Helga bumped her head, and sometimes her ears got squashed. Helga dreamed that she could shrink, but that never happened. That never happened in real life. She practiced turning herself into a pretzel, but that gave her a crick in her neck. Ow, oh, hurts just thinking about it. Okay. So Helga slumped. Then her Aunt Minnie said, not only is Helga very tall, but she has bad posture too. At school, Helga had to sit with her head out a window. At recess, while everyone else pretended to be a robot or a clown, Helga pretended to be a tree. Everyone thought that Helga didn't want to be friendly. One day, Helga and her classmates went for a walk in the city. This will be so interesting, said Miss Rabbit, their teacher. The walk was more interesting for Helga than her classmates. She saw things that no one else did. She could see into the windows of buildings from the third to the fifth floors. She kept looking while Miss Rabbit talked to the class. Ralston, pay attention. Francis, you too. Helga, it's not nice to peek now. Come along, class. She's peeking in the windows. Miss Rabbit and the class turned a corner. Helga went with them, but stretched her neck backwards around the corner for another look in the fifth floor apartment. No one heard when Helga gasped, oh no! As she looked into the window of the apartment, she saw a robbery going on. A masked lion had tied up a raccoon and was stealing all her jewelry. Oh, look at that poor raccoon. Helga started to walk backward. I have to do something, she told herself. I will stick my head up into the room. That will frighten the robber. Helga stretched as high as she could. It was the first time in her life that she wished that she were even taller. She stuck her head into the room. I know it's not nice to peek, she said to the robber, but I really think you should stop what you are doing. Get lost, said the robber. So Helga thought, I guess I'll have to go inside that building and get that robber. I'm not sure that's a great idea, Helga. Helga bent very, very low to go inside the building. She rushed to the elevator and squeezed herself inside, glad that she had practiced turning herself into a pretzel. Whew, boy, that does look tricky. Helga pressed the elevator button. A well-dressed cow tried to crowd into the elevator. You're a real hog of a giraffe, the cow said as the door closed. I'm on my way to stop a masked lion, Helga said. That's why I'm presently a pretzel. Excuses, excuses, said the cow. At the fifth floor, Helga untwisted herself as she got out of the elevator. Yoo! Helga called down the hallway. Where is the raccoon being robbed? There was no answer. Helga began running headfirst down the hall. I'm looking for the raccoon in trouble. You're the one in trouble, roared the masked lion as the door suddenly opened. Helga felt herself being yanked inside an apartment. She hit her head on the top of the door before collapsing on the floor. I'm the robber, said the lion. I have nothing to steal, Helga said, unless you want a couple of inches or maybe a few feet or yards. You're not funny, said the lion. Go tell your jokes to the raccoon here. I'm leaving. The lion took his pillowcase full of jewelry and ran. Oh, man. I can't run after him, Helga told the raccoon. By the time I catch the elevator, he'll be gone. But I can follow him. Watch this. She stretched her neck long out the window. If I can reach up, I can reach down. Down, down went Helga's head and long neck toward the sidewalk, right to where her classmates and Mrs. Rabbit were standing. Helga! Exclaimed Mrs. Rabbit. We missed you and we came back to look for you. Just then the robber ran out of the building. Stop him! Yelled Helga. He's a successful robber. Miss Rabbit put out her foot and tripped the lion. Not anymore, she said. Jewelry went flying everywhere. Now, class, said Miss Rabbit, here is a perfect example of using one's head. Helga, Helga knows just how to do it. Helga, Helga, the class called. Come down, come down. I'll be right down, Helga called. Helga pulled her neck and head inside and untied the raccoon. She once again became a pretzel and rode the elevator down to the first floor where all of her classmates were waiting for her. The elevator door opened and everyone cheered. Welcome back, Helga. The hero, they said. You're great, Helga, said Ralston. You're somebody we can all look up to, said Miss Rabbit. All her classmates wanted to walk with Helga. Tell us about High-Up, they said. We all want to hear about it, said Miss Rabbit. I didn't think it was such a wonderful place, Helga said, but now I do. You have to be very tall to find it. Helga stood up straight. She told everybody about the tops of the trees and about the clouds and rooftops and all the other interesting things she could see and do, like being the first to catch the rain and checking up on birds' nests and finding kites and balloons. Then she told them how she saw the robbery and what she did about it. The class cheered again. Helga always uses her head, no matter where it is, said Miss Rabbit. Now, this is a pretty silly story, but I actually totally love it. And the reason is because no matter who you are or what you look like, I believe that we all have our own special gifts or superpowers. And it's our job in life to discover what those secret powers are. Uh, and hopefully they're powers that make you happy and help other people too. Like Helga. She wasn't happy about being tall, but then she found out that it could be helpful, and if she led her life with kindness, people would respect her. And I like that about Helga High-Up.